What's up, YouTube? Your boy Dr. Faden Style here. And I'm about to get my man right. He been woofing for a while. Told me he had a job interview coming up. So I'm just going to get his waves popping. Get this up. This may be, if I'm not mistaken, about 3 or 4 months worth of woofing. All right. So basically, what you're seeing, I'm gonna just use the wide portion of my Johnny B authentic head comb. The link is in the bottom, so you can go in and get one of those combs. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw the number 2 guard on my and the Super ZR2, and just go with the growth string. Basically, I'm gonna just go with that wave pattern. You see how it's popping out? So it's real smooth. It's just popping out. Yeah. So you're going to continue. You don't want to never go against the grain. Some people would do that, but you really want to keep that wave pattern going, so you could just go with the grain, all right? And going to get all this hair out of the way. So you got to like I said, my man been woofing. You definitely want to be careful around the crown part, the crown area too. So just follow that wave pattern. You want it to look almost silky smooth. You see how I'm doing it? Sometimes I do short strokes, sometimes I do longer strokes. But you always want to be careful when someone's woofing and you're cutting their waves. Like I said, I'm using the number 2 blade on my Super ZR2. All right, now you see I got it all cleaned up, and I'm gonna just go back over it. Just make sure everything is nice and even. Next, I'm gonna just go in and fade the neck out. Comb down with the growth string and the hair. Using my Master Cordless LI. I'll close it all the way so it can be the equivalent of a 3/0. And then I just gradually start opening it. I'll open it to the middle portion of the clipper. Make sure you always comb the hair back down when doing any type of fades. And another thing I do is just open it all the way open. So you always want to do maybe about a 1/2 inch. You never want to go too far up. You don't want to go nowhere near the occipital bone when fading. Next, I'll put my 0 guard on with the clipper all the way closed. And I always like to use the edge of my clippers when fading. It's almost like point cutting. And again, like I can stress enough, you always want to comb. You always want to have that comb in your hair when you're fading. You want to pull that hair back into position so you can get that fade nice and cool, nice and smooth. So just like I did with the naked blade, I want to start with it closed, midway, and then all the way open. And next what I do, I have it all the way open and just come down Just go with the, just go against, go with the grain to get it smoother, get it a little smoother transition. Just clean up around the neck a little bit more. All right, now just line the neck up. I'm gonna use my Andis Slimline Pro GTX. This has the wide tooth blade on it. You don't want to push too much on the neck. The neck is sensitive. Make sure you comb the hair out and just look for detail. Going to clean all that up. Pull that ear down, because the ear will tell you when to stop. You want a nice arch just right at the ear. You don't want to take it too high over the ear. All right, we're gonna do that with the other side. Nothing too drastic around it, because the thing is, your clippers are going to do the work. As long as you have them set properly, you should be good to go. You don't want to see no red marks on your customer's neck. You don't want them going, ouch, ooch, just having a reaction, or come back a week later and the neck is all scarred up. All right, now what I said, I saw this and I said, man, I'm going to try this out. The Andis, it's the Cut Buddy. So this is supposed to give you a nice symmetrical arch. So you can use it for the hairline and the beards. So I said, man, why not? I'll try this out. So if I'm not mistaken, I think you should just be using this on yourself. But hey, if you want to use it in the shop, go for it. So I just said, I go in and try it out just for my video. And it does have a little comb section on one end of it. And one thing that I noticed, and if you see what I'm doing, I'm pressing it literally up against the skin, the Cut Buddy that is, and just going real light with my Slimline GTX. And with the Slimline GTX, you can definitely use them just like a pencil. So you don't want to be too abrasive or go overboard with anything. So yeah, I say this is a little slick thing to use. So that, yeah, I say, try the Cut Buddy out if you want to. Really, really you don't have to, but try it out if you want to. I'll put the link in that down below also. All right, so you see, I'm going to use the Cut Buddy now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give him his long sideburns, but I'm gonna fade his sideburn. I'm gonna actually fade his sideburn up, give him more of a goatee look. Take all this off. And I can't stress it no more, but definitely keep that comb in your hand. Now, if you're using a brush, make sure you sanitize that brush. That goes for the combs also. Make sure you have a plethora of combs and brushes. And always sanitize them. You don't never want to be too aggressive on the face with your trimmers. Like I said, if you have them calibrated properly, if you actually have them looking good, set properly, you will be good. And like I said, my guy right here, he's actually going in for a job interview. So it's not no Zoom interview. He's actually going in. So now for his sideburns, I just took my master cordless, and just went down with it all the way open. Came up near the earlobe with it all the way open. And then what I do, I just gradually start closing it while I'm going down toward his chin. Now I'm gonna put the zero guard on with it all the way open. And I'm gonna use real short strokes. Close it. Midway. Then I'm gonna close it all the way. Then you want to open it and kind of smooth right around the hairline. And we go do that with the other side. Same exact technique. And for his goatee, I'm gonna just take it down. I'm gonna stay with my master cordless with the zero guard on it, all the way open, just to clean his goatee up. You definitely want your customer to leave out of the chair feeling real confident when you step out in the street. Everybody always gonna have some confidence, but that haircut literally brings to life that confidence. You have individuals that end up getting jobs, getting anything off of a haircut. All right, now I'm just going to use my cordless trimmers and this cordless, the original cordless, just to accent his goatee. You want to make sure everything is symmetrical. And that cape that I have on them is Johnny B authentic head cape also. That checkered cape, black and white checkered cape, and it's a dope cape right there. Johnny B authentic hair. Not only because I'm an educator, I'm talking about that. It's a actually dope cape. You can also find that in the link below. All right, next, I'm gonna do a little something, get them right. And I'm gonna take this Zephyr. You can find this link below also from N1 Innovations. It's a hot towel, activated, astringent, along with the hydrothermal dry shampoo. And I'm gonna put this in his head just to go in there, get all any grease or anything out of his hair. Yeah, I did cut his hair without doing anything to it in the beginning, but this is just gonna make it pop even more. So I just put it into his hair, agitate it some. Make sure it's all over. Take a hot towel, place it on the head. And I'm gonna just agitate it a little more. And this right here actually helps clean the scalp even more. This is great for individuals that, can't make it to the shampoo bowl, or you just want to add a little more to them. I recommend getting this hydrothermal dry shampoo. And this helps get the scalp and the hair extremely clean. Next, what you want to do is just going to dry it out, blow dry it. So now, once you get the hair dry, you can actually come and do the illest, the dopest shape up without using the Barber Magic pencil. Not knocking it, because I use it sometimes, but you can use this to get that ash. Now what I'm gonna do, then that I got it dry, is use the Andis Master Cordless Fade. I actually put the fade blade on another Andis cordless clipper, and this gets all the loose hairs that are sticking up. And just like when I started with the haircut, with the number 2 blade on my Super ZR2, going with the grain, I'm gonna go with the grain with my fade blade to get these small hairs, these loose hairs that are sticking up. doing that so his hair can just look immaculate. And watch that crown. Right? So bam, check it out right there. But now I'm not done yet. Because you want that individual to leave out that chair, like I said, feeling good. So I add some more zephyr onto his skin. I put it wherever I use the razor or the trimmers to take his hair down, especially the face and the neck. And I come back with a hot towel. This helps with any inflammation, any ingrown hairs, and it feels good to the customer also. It's just the extra steps that you take for your customer while they're in a chair that keeps them coming back. Next, Johnny B Extra Hold. This is good for waves, just to help the waves out, because it's a little beeswax in there, and you want to add some shine. And that's it. Dr. Faden style.